Okay, looks like we're live. Yeah, looks like me. So hello everybody. Tonight we're gonna be playing some Black White Eldrazi Taxes, a fan favorite, I guess some would call it. It was kind of my debut deck, starting streaming as well. I always like to go back to it. Played it on in the PPTQ or whatever on Monday. Didn't do too hot, but we'll always jam it. Deck's always fun to play. One of my favorite interactions in Modern is still probably playing against Burn, and they Goblin Guy into Riftbolt, and then you just Strangler them, and the game just ends on the spot. Feels pretty good. So I think we're just going to kick back the same list we ran for the PT, maybe, or not PT, the PTQ. Hopefully we just run into less Dredge and Martyr proc. Because fuck if I'm ever going to, like, beat Dredge with my double rest in peace. I guess we have like double settle, so it's not the worst, but it's pretty awful. Anyhow, let's kick off this stream. Not Thalia Stompy, we'll play some more Thalia Stompy tomorrow. I think tomorrow's gonna be Legacy Death and Taxes and Modern Thalia Stompy, I think. Tonight we'll be playing some spaghetti monsters. Oh wow, those quick. Hey all time, hey Spider Space, how's it going? My volume down. Alright, the classic perfect 3-color mana base, no fetch lands mana. Man, if I have like double tempo, I might just keep this, because turn 2 Thought-Knot Seer can really punish some fools. But on the play, we're never gonna keep his hand. We need castable spells. I'm doing pretty well. Yeah, this hand is much better, I guess. We have Thalia and Displacer, and eventually a Tidal Sculler. We'll keep this. We will not keep second Sculler, though. Does it matter what I lead on? I guess I lead on Caves. I might want to play Tidal on turn 2. If I draw another colored source. This does basically tell them exactly what we're on, but... Oh boy. Burn. Apparently there'll be a Modern Nexus article on Thalia Stompy. Oh, sweet. Check that out. Oh, thank God we drew a Concealed Courtyard. Now we don't have to take damage. Does that mean I need to order my pieces before all the cards spike? Before I have to pay $1,000 for Gemstone Caverns and whatever other niche cards are in that deck? I assume they're going to... Yep, spike my face, sure. Gemstone spiked for Virgo. Did it? Is that one like all in red became a deck or something? Man, we were running real hot on these drops. Oh yeah, the colorless Eldrazi, the Eldrazi Stompy deck or whatever. I wonder if I'm supposed to attack. Yes, because if they have a Prowess trigger, so say if they have land Prowess trigger, then I'm not going to double block anyway, because I don't want to lose this Thalia. Right now we're just kind of in race mode. I'm definitely down to attack here. How much are Gemstone Caverns in paper? Do I have to, like, spend an arm and a leg to buy 4 Chalices and 3 Gemstone Caverns to build this deck in paper? But it does have more land. Oh, no, they don't. I have a Leonin Armor. Ha! Got him. And the concession? Riftbolt. Alright, let's just draw Wasteland Strangler. I know we don't need to, but it'd just be really funny. 28? Jesus. That's an unnecessarily large amount of money. So I can't play Displacer to protect whatever my opponent wants to Riftbolt next turn. Not too long ago, it was 37. Jeez. We do keep drawing lands that help us not take damage off this caves. Opponent has Spike, Helix, and more fetch lands. We'll take the Helix. And attack my opponent's face. It's really pricey after... Yeah, I do remember Gemstone Caverns kind of start spiking up. They have to kill this... They're torn because they want to kill the Arbiter and the Thalia, and they can only kill one, so... I think it's gotta be the Arbiter with double fetch land in hand. That's the Thalia, okay. They're just gonna hit me for 2. They're just gonna die. We can easily erase them. The opponent does not understand how Leonar Arbiter works. They just cracked 2 fetch lands into it. That wasn't Thalia preventing your fetch lands from activating opponent. Core 19 reprint with Flare. And yeah, I'm sure Gemstone Caverns would go over very well in the current standard design space. Definitely a very easily understandable card. So we just basically have no sideboard cards for this matchup because this matchup's so great. I mean, I'll bring in Fatal Push, Force Ender, Relic Order. I like bringing Relic Order because with the rise of Boggles, I've seen more and more burn decks playing Ensnaring Bridge on the side, and you always want a bunch of answers to Ensnaring Bridge. At worst, it exiles Eidolon as well. Elves plus Hierarch and Standard. Yeah, that would... Yeah, Hierarch is definitely on the power level of 1-drops they'd want to print. Talking about this Damping Sphere. It was kind of a last-minute decision. I'm not even sure how good it is, but I'm just kind of, like, vaguely scared of Tron. Even with 4 Ghost Quarters, your Tron matchup can be a little bit dicey, especially on the draw. So having this card that, like, really digs you out a hole can be pretty helpful. Again, it's only a 1-of, so you can't really, like, rely on it. It's not like we're such a dog in the Tron matchup, because we have all these other hate cards, Stonies, Leonar Arbiters, and whatnot. But just kind of a hedge against Tron, since that was kind of ticking up in popularity. No, Mr. Bad Touch. Wait, which one's Mr. Bad Touch? Oh, is that... Oh, Orzhov Pontiff. Yeah, I was playing Zealous Persecuted for a while. I'm definitely down to try Damping Sphere. I don't think I've ever cast it. I've cast it against Storm and it was pretty good, but this deck's already insane against Storm. I've never played it against Tron, so I cannot vouch for it at all. But in theory, you know, if you want to hedge against the Tron decks, you can definitely play some of these. I need to finish sideboarding here. Displacer is really slow. Flicker Wisp. Flicker Wisp is like pretty medium. It doesn't trade with anything very profitably. Again, I did talk about the Ensnaring Bridge scenario, but Arbiter is much worse on the draw. Maybe we can just do this, actually. Keeping these Flicker Wisps. Thinking about playing Mono Black or Green Black Snake for the RPTQ. Yeah, I saw that in the group chat, Caleb. Go away, chat box. There we go. This hand's okay. I mean, we have Path into Thalia, the classic Nombo, but I'll keep it. Opponent also mulliganed to 6, so that's great. I thought you hated Green Black Snake, though. Like, you just playtested a bunch and it was just the worst deck ever. Stomping Ground, okay, so they have Revelries in their deck. Green Black Snakes, you can roleplay as a snake at the event. The Jeff Hoogland mentality. I'm gonna play Owling Mine and dress up as an owl for an SCG. Maybe if I got paid, if I had enough viewers that they paid me to dress up in dumb outfits, I'd consider it. Alright, we'll pat this. We want to cast spells. They get another land, which is kind of a bummer, but because it's obviously really awkward with this Thalia, but not a lot we can do. They probably have a searing effect for this. Searing. No Rift Bolt. If I draw Strangler, I'll strangle my own thumb. Oh man, now I really have to bite the bullet on whether or not I'm actually gonna do this. I think the answer is yes, honestly. My opponent has 2 cards in hand, and they have 4 lands in play, so I'm not taxing them. I think I just want this Thalia to deal them 2, and then gain me 3 life. Unless they Searing Blaze it when I go to attacks here. Which, I guess the Strangler could kill itself. Alright, yeah. I'll eat my Thalia. Don't think I won't, opponent. It actually might be better to just eat my own Strangler. 3 mana, gain 3 life. It's a little questionable. Do I want a 2/1 first striker that taxes them, or do I just want a 3/2? The Sultai energy bullshit garbage. So just like more traditional green-black? I guess that's fair. I think I want my Strangler in play more because I have it combos with the Flickerist and Displacer sitting in my hand as well. So yeah, I think we're just going to eat my Thalia. As much as I love you, Thalia, you've now dealt my opponent 2 damage and gained me 3 life. A worthy endeavor. The best 3/2 for 3 in Modern. Except, like, it's probably not even, like, it's like 3rd best. Yeah, they're Bolting Strangler, that's perfectly fine. It's the best in my heart, but realistically it's probably worse than Mana Reshaper and Tireless Tracker. Ooh, we got him good. Wait till they play their 2nd Riftbolt. I'm not even sure I want to... Oh, they have 1 card in hand. Yeah, we went for this. Yeah, it was a couple weeks ago when we were talking, when I was like, how many 3/2s could there possibly be in Modern? And then it turns out there were like 10, and they were just all better than Wasteland Strangler. I'm just like, Bloodbraid Elf, Tireless Tracker, Matter Reshaper, bunch of other nonsense. But I'm just gonna skull crack my face, alright. Could actually Ghost Core to their Stomping Ground. That might not be the worst play. Just to get them off of green mana for a possible Destructive Revelry or something. If I cast Flickerist, I take a damage, which is relevant if they have, like, Boros Charm, 11 to 7. Okay, no, it'd be relevant if they have, like, 2 Boros Charms. Because I'm already at the exact interval of 4 burn spells. I think I'll play Strangler here. Taking no damage is probably just always better than taking some damage. I would not like to eat anything now. Opponent just concedes. Man, I love the burn matchup with Eldrazi Taxes. If I could just guarantee that I play against, like, burn 4 times in some tournament, Eldrazi Taxes would just be nuts. And just play against burn, storm, and Adnaz all day. I've played, since I've started playing Eldrazi Taxes on MTGO, I've played a total of 20 matches against Burn, and I've won 19 of them. Now I guess Caleb's texting the group chat. So that... Oh no, my phone is dying. What are some other, like, egregiously high win rates with this deck? I think I'm 100% against Adnaz, yeah. I've only played against it 7 times, though. Have I played against it ever? No. Not since the shift, since the post bans. 94 win rate against Burn, 100% against Adnaz. And then it kind of falls off. I forget what the Storm matchup is. I think I've dropped like 3 matches against Storm, though. It is definitely losable. Win the die roll. Sweet. Good hand. We'll keep. We're likely going to Thalia on turn 2, but depending on what the opponent's doing, we might just tap land second Aether Vial. But I think very unlikely. Maybe now. I guess we probably want to Tide Hollow them, actually. Yeah, let's Tide Hollow them. Opponent. Oh, they're on humans. Yeah, I guess that makes more sense than assuming they're on Death and Taxes. But my snap thought was Death and Taxes, but humans, even with the basic planes, is probably just more likely. So I don't care about their Thalia. I don't particularly care about Meddling Mage when I have Aether Vial. It's just gotta be Thalia's Lieutenant. They just play Thalia here, have Meddling Mage, or have Noble Hierarch on the Vial. They can't even attack with their Thalia, though. Because, I mean, they can, but then we can Vial an our Thalia and trade. They just, like, snap the Meddling Mage here? Do they just blind name Path? Okay, I mean, I guess. I guess they know that Thalia is not particularly relevant here. Since playing against Taxes, Thalia is pretty horrible. Might as well play out the second Aether Vial. We don't have any colorless sources, which is really awkward for this Displacer coming up. We'll just take the hit. I don't really want to attack, though. I don't want to give them the option of getting their Lieutenant back, since I think that's just way scarier than its Meddling Mage in play. This Thought-Knot Seer is quickly becoming irrelevant. At least they don't have, like, Mantis Rider mana yet. They need the Vial on 3 for that. Crack. They have Canopy Thalia, 2 unknowns. So if they just cast Thalia here, that means, yeah, they hit another 2-drop. Phantasmal Image, Thalia's Lieutenant, or Meddling Mage, likely. Oh no, I don't want F6. I think I was F6'd. But I definitely want to Vial on this Thalia. Always yield. Yes. Yes. Colorless? Nice. This is good. We're gonna slam Thought-Knot now, since this is like the last turn it could possibly be relevant. Also, if they don't have exactly Lieutenant, we can block this Meddling Mage. Okay, so they do have the 2 here. I assume it's Lieutenant? Could be Phantasmal Image. Are they like Thought-Knot me? Did they just... Did they misclick it? Misclick Shame Concede? Alright. Oh no, did they make a Thalia? Can I figure that out? What did they click on? Because no, it died immediately. Did they just like click no? I don't. I assume it was some sort of misclick into a Shame Concede, but I'll take it. Winning game 1 against humans is very nice. Although, regardless of what they copied there, I don't think I'm terribly scared of anything that they can copy. If they make a Thought-Knot, like, they Thought-Knot us, and then we Vial in response to the trigger, we Vial in our Displacer, and then so they can't Thought-Knot anything of ours. They get, like, 1 hit in with the 5-power Thought-Knot off the Exalted, and then we untap and can blink it to kill it and draw a card, and then, like, the game's just over because my opponent's Hellbent. So I think we were just pretty good shape, even if they didn't misclick in some shape, form, or fashion with that Phantasmal Image. Anyhow. We also consider testing Vault of the Archangel over the 3rd Shambling rank 23. That's probably... Vault of the Archangel is like, what, lifelink Death Touch, right? I could see that being decent. I guess our only first trigger is Thalia, so it's more medium. It could help swing kind of the damage races, although I can't see it being super relevant against humans since you need so many lands to get it online. Helps against stuff like Death Shadow and Jund, I guess, being able to punch through Tarmogoyfs and big old creatures. Definitely wouldn't be, like, opposed to it. The issue is that you're adding another colorless source into this, like, god-awful abomination of a mana base at that point. I actually sideboard here. It's usually, like, cut 3 Arbiters, 3 Thalias or something. None of these other cards are good. And this is the problem with playing this deck against humans, is that you just gut your 2-drop slots. Your 2-drops all suck. And we can't really play Tocatli Honor Guard as well as Thalia's Dobby King, because we have Flicker Wisps and Tidal Swillers and Stranglers and Thought Knots, Gonti. Yeah. So there's a danger to that. It definitely has some upside, though. I could see it being useful against, like, the big creature decks. Being okay against humans, but... This is when the Confidant $60 too. Confidant is good. Ooh, I'll keep this. Turn 2, Thought-Knot Seer. Into turn 3, Strangle. I'm in. Bob is really good sometimes. I've never been a huge fan of it in taxes specifically. Never been horribly impressed by it. Okay. I don't know why they decided to switch mana colors for that Aether Vial. Oh man, we even drew our own Aether Vial? Life is good. Aether Vial into turn 2 Thought Knot, into, like, Strangler your thing, or Displace, or Path, or just whatever. Feel pretty safe here. Yeah, this hand is very strong against humans. We can Thought Knot them before they get a relevant 3. Champion of the Parish, second Aether Vial. Deal. If their hand is, like, so much air with these Aether Vials and we just get to Thought Knot them, take one of their only relevant cards, we are in business. They have a 1, sure. Play your Noble Hierarch. Play your second Champion of the Parish. Deal. Well, those seem really bad. For my opponent, at least. Like, they just don't seem very good right now. I guess 2 of them in tandem can start taking down my creatures, but I'll take 1. Knowing about the other is also helpful. Why would you say that? I mean, like, it's not unreasonable. It, like, pings off Flicker Wisps and stuff and makes combat math a little bit tougher. But, like, you board out Thalias. Yeah, it does ping the Wisps, and the way you can win this matchup oftentimes is with Flyers. I'm not going to block this. We just can kill it with Path next turn. So, dying to stuff like Flicker Wisp, it can be pretty relevant. Yeah. And if they have, like, if they drew a 2-drop or something, then they just get to eat my Thought Knot, rather than just flashing into Statcaster and trading with it. It's just not worth the risk. Man, I don't even have to take damage for casting my spells. And we just have, like, Gonti next turn. This does not feel particularly fair. We just, like, path this champ. Next turn, we just have, like, Strangler plus Displacer plus Activation. Like, the opponent's just super, super dead. Guess I'm gonna attack. Get him. I guess maybe I could have strangled this. It's a little risky, though, if they do actually draw the 2-drop, then my Strangler does stone cold nothing. Alright, we'll path this in their upkeep. I don't want to die to, like, Restoration Angel, which is a card my opponent could reasonably have in their deck. I've seen like 1 or 2 of Restos in humans lists. Then they're just up shit creek real bad here. Unless their 2 cards in their hand are Thalia's Lieutenant and Mantis Rider. And even then, we could probably still win. Another Canopy. Mantis Rider. You got me for 4, opponent. And then we're gonna strangle this Mantis Rider. What do they have post-board? Or post-combat? Kite Sail Freebooter. You can't take any of these cards, and you are super dead to literally all of them. Like, you are just not winning this game with this hand, opponent. Nice Kite Sail Freebooter. You lose. Punch my opponent. Cast this Eldrazi Displacer. I guess I can dismiss this. Opponent, I guess, doesn't realize exactly how dead they are. Yeah, okay. Opponent realized how dead they were. 2040 against humans. 5 games total. 26 matches. 1. Sweet. That was like the god hand against humans, though. I would have been very disappointed if humans had actually managed to beat that hand. We had turn 2 Thought-Knot into Path into Strangler plus Displacer plus Activation. Like, the only way they're beating that hand is with Champ, like, Vial into Champ plus Thalia's Lieutenant into, like, Thalia's Lieutenant plus another Thalia's Lieutenant. This hand's okay. It's not super great, especially on the draw. We don't have an activator for the Strangler. We will on turn 4 when we could, like, Strangler plus Flicker was combo, but it's hard to pass up Vials and 2 drops in the same opener, even if they're kind of medium. Who knows? Maybe my opponent's on burn, and oh, they're not on burn. I was gonna finish my thought with, and we get to strangle another Riftbolt, but they're on Jeskai or blue-white. This hand kind of blows, but I'm kind of also down with it. Any hand with Aether Vial can put up a significant fight against blue-white-red. Opponent leaving up Logic Knot here, so I really don't want to cast my Leonin Arbiter. We're just going to pass the turn. Sure. Serum Visions. One top, one bottom, and they're missing their land drop. Interesting. It's a good draw if they're missing their land drop. How do I want to play this out? They can't counter this Thalia. So we're gonna cast Thalia, leave the Arbiter back for the gotcha factor. They probably won't fetch though. They just like bolt Thalia pass. How do I want to play this? Definitely involves Thalia here. Since they can't counter this with 1 mana. I guess this telegraph that I have another 2, though, so I should just put in the Arbiter as well. This Thalia just defends Arbiter from a Bolt. Until they untap. So yeah, I don't think we're going to play the gotcha game with Arbiter here, since I just cast the Thalia. Please fetch. Oh, they're going to bolt first. Rude. But this just leaves the Thalia in play, which makes it inconvenient for the opponent. We're also probably just going to Stone Rain them with Wasteland Strangler. Thanks. Thanks, Yaz. Good to see ya. Opponent opening up their white source to being hit. Would player an even Mind Sensor? Do I want to hit their white source? Probably. I don't want to get Supreme Verdicted or something. They've used 1 Bolt. They've used no paths or helixes. Let's eat the Hallowed Fountain. Wow, opponent just concedes on the spot. I was about to start debating whether or not I eat Strangler or Flicker Wisp there. I think I'm playing Legacy for my team tournament in July. For that Team SCG. That sounds awesome. Team tournaments, Team like Modern, Standard, Legacy, are such a blast. Those are easily, hands down, my favorite tournaments that I've played in. This Team Unified Standard RPTQ, I'm not looking forward to. Team tournaments are usually better than by yourself tournaments, but when you have like the format variety and stuff, it's definitely more fun. So sideboard time. We have very little for this matchup. Probably shave down on like paths and stranglers. I guess I don't know if they're on temp, if they're Jeskai tempo versus Jeskai control. If they're on tempo, I want these stranglers and paths back in. But for now, we'll board as if they're control, since the control lists are more popular lately. Because they've been doing really well and have like a favorable humans matchup and all that. None of these other cards are good, right? Yeah. Zealous Persecution is like debatable. I met anyone who isn't stoked about team tournaments. Yeah. The team pro is gonna be sweet. That's one of the reasons we're trying to qualify. We're playing in the RPTQ, but we're probably not gonna be able to actually win it. But it'd be so sweet to go to the team pro tour. Because there is like the possibility that I want to board in Zealous, but probably not. Until I see multiple Vendilion clicks, or I guess there's that Secure the Waste or whatever. Let's run the 60. We're beating up some people tonight. Beat up Burn, beat up humans, beat up this Jeskai deck, game 1 at least. The good old Wasteland Strangler Stone Rain. Maybe that's why they called it Wasteland Strangler. That's some like tap the temple meme thoughts right there. All right, well, we have turn 2 Thought Knot if they don't hold up. If they don't hold up Logic Knot. Get to cast out through the Breach to Emrakul. Sick. So we just snap keep this hand. Strangle off their bits. I mean, I posted in the stream, Tyler, we were gonna strangle some people. And then we strangled like all 3 of our opponents so far. Ixalan's Binding cannot kill it through the Breach to Emrakul. Alright, I'm really hoping they cast some sort of 2-drop here. Please, like, Serum Visions or something. I just want to slam this Thought Knot Seer opponent. Please let me. Oh, that's not mana to counter my Thought-Knot Seer on turn 2. Oh, hang on, yeah. I never turned that off. Sorry, Caleb. I keep forgetting to turn off the automod thing. It just holds back messages if they have cusses for some reason. I always forget. I mean, yeah, we're trying to win, but like realistically, are we going to? Probably not. So my opponent has... I got all 10s here, the only person who truly appreciates a good Strangler. Yeah. Very, very good Stranglers. Alright, so my opponent has no answers to this Thought-Knot Seer. I think I'm just going to take this Lightning Helix. I will live for the Strangler. I mean, all the times, like, the biggest reason we go back to Eldrazi taxes all the time. Legit high. Yeah, sorry about that all the time. The schedule got a little bit fucky this week. I might take Cryptic. No, I'll take Helix. I do have things that are Helixable. But we are Thursday today, and we are getting in some real good Strangler action to make up for it. We are strangling the crap out of my opponents. My opponent now has Electrolyze mana. They're just playing around Leonin Arbiter. Oh, deal. I guess I get to cast this Leonin Arbiter now. Well, I guess it doesn't matter. Like, this is fine. Out of the way. Grab Plains. Weekly fix of spaghetti. Strength than fiction. God, are we just all Wasteland Eldrazi-based puns? Oh, I can't actually Tide Hollow them. I could just Tide Hollow away their Crypt. You guys are going a little crazy over there. Alright, so step 1, we're gonna punch them. Step 2 is Leonin Arbiter. Step 3 is draw step Tide Hollow Scholar. I don't really care if they use this Electrolyze to kill the Leonin Arbiter, because it costs them all their mana in their draw step, and then we get to still Tide Hollow their next card. So they want to draw that. So let's see what they got. And if they drew a Path or something and they can Path this Tide Hollow, then they can't. And I get to take their Electrolyze still. Or, yes, Helix. Same idea. Get out of the way, stack. Man, is it tempting to take this Serum Visions. I might. I get to punch them for 6 and leave up Flicker Wisp next turn. And then if they try to Electrolyze my Tide Hollow, I just, like, Flicker Wisp it. And it costs them all their mana. And they don't get to draw the card, so they can't cast the Serum Visions either, and I get to retake it. Or I just take the Cryptic after. Yeah, we're taking the fuck out of this Serum Visions. This is my Serum Visions now, opponent. Nice Elspeth Suns champion, opponent. We're just gonna beat him up. We're gonna animate this Shambling event. Screw playing these vials. I'm just gonna make my opponent dead. They can't draw a board wipe and 4th land for the board wipe. They hit 4th land. Oh man, now they can cast their Serum Visions. But if they just Electrolyze here, then they just die. On the spot. Wait, I wasn't gonna Wisp end a turn, right? I would just leave him with this Wisp to protect my Tide Hollow? Like, that was the plan? They're just dead. You're literally dead on board, opponent. You literally cannot draw. Thought he passed with Cryptic up. Oh. I guess. What do I do if they do pass with Cryptic up? I can probably still lethal them, right? If I just flicker my Tide Hollow anyway. Like, I didn't really care if that resolved. GG, man, that would have been the path needed as well. Says my opponent. You guys can't read that. But my opponent says that they found the path off the Serum Visions, but, I mean, that's why we did what we did when we did it. That's why we took the Serum Visions with the Tide Hollow. That's why we attacked with those channeling events and stuff. You Wisp bounce the land so they can't tap. If they're bouncing, I think you're totally fine with that. Yeah. So, like, end of turn, just, like, flicker a land. And then if they electrolyze, they kill the Flicker Wisp, we still have lethal. If they cast the Cryptic Command to bounce the Thought Knot and, like, draw a card, we still have lethal because we have... I'm just waiting for me to say GG's before they lose? I don't know. Yeah, if they, like, Cryptic bounce the Thought Knot, draw a card on end step, then we still have lethal because we have exactly 7. So, yeah. I guess, yeah, if they pass the turn, then we just flicker a land with Cryptic, or with Flicker Wisp. Makes sense. But yeah, we kind of tore the opponent apart there. Don't know what they're waiting for, but I'm going to start recording this as a win. Jeskai control, right? I mean, yeah, they have Elspeth Sun's Champion. They're not the tempo deck. Blue, white, red tempo. Blue, white, red control. 9. Oh, that's not 9. That was actually 8. Because we won in 2. Not particularly close. Opponent doesn't seem salty, so I don't think they're, like, burning the clock. I don't know what they're doing. But yeah, if we hadn't taken the Serum Visions with that, although it's a weird game. If we'd taken like the Electrolyze with Cryptic instead, then they Serum Vision that turn, they find the path, but then we just flicker with the Thought Knot to beat the path, and then like we were pretty set there. The fact that they didn't have an answer, or they didn't have something up to answer turn 2 Thought Knot, they were just going to be very far behind. Man, we killing some nerds today. It's been 45 minutes into the stream. We've already finished 3 of our 5 matches. We've just been like 2-0ing people, not close. Sometimes you run hot with this deck. We have turn 2 Thought Knotted 2 different people, like, twice already in the 6 matches we've played. A third of them have involved turn 2 Thought Knots here. So we are definitely getting lucky. Wasteland's a hot place, indeed. We are killing some people today. At least I held true to the title of the stream. We are truly strangling some fools. Let's just keep running hot. Let's get another 5-0. Let's get trophy number 3 under the belt. I wonder what all these people play. I'm definitely not as familiar with the modern leaderboard as I am with the legacy leaderboard. Like, I know Sneaky Pete is Adnaz, and Selfie Sag is probably still Mardu Pyro, I would imagine. I don't know what, like, Charlie or any of these people are, really. The legacy leaderboards, it's, like, a lot more notable. Landon and Lewis CBR and stuff. Man, let's just draw Thought Knot, get him again. If it was Storm. I mean, I'm down with his hand. It's a little clunky. Kind of a clunker, but we're going to keep it. We're just going to jam Thalia. We might jam Tide Hollow, depending on the matchup. Hollow one, Burn, Ponza, Jund. This could be a lot of things. Some sort of Birds of Paradise deck. Oh, that's much better than Thalia against a Birds of Paradise deck. I don't think we're going to play Tide Hollow on turn 2, so we're going to leave with Temple just in case we draw Thought-Knot Seer. We're probably just going to go Caves Arbiter, though. I'm like bored over here right now. I definitely can relate to that feeling. Are they like Kiki Chord? They could be the Saheeli deck. What? What? My opponent is attempting to Savage Knuckleblade me in the modern format with Temple Garden, Birds of Paradise, Mountain. Yeah, whatever this is, we're 100% gonna get bodied right now because our hand is not really built to fight this. They're just gonna smash me for like 4 damage here. At least they don't have like land, second Knuckleblade, give it haste. Play like, yeah, sure. Play Woolly Thoktar too. Why not? Why not, opponent? Just go for it. Guess I'm gonna Ghost Quarter play Thalia? And then, like, just die to these stupid things? We're probably gonna have to, like, double block one of these gigantic creatures. I will almost assuredly double block something. Not the Savage Knuckleblade if they play another land. Okay, yeah, definitely not the Savage Knuckleblade. I'll probably double block Woolly Thoktar. They might have a Bolt, which would make things awkward, but can't play around. Don't play around cards you can't beat. Ideally, we would find like another land we'd actually be able to Tide Hollow Strength. We can't even strangle these creatures. They're all X4s. Sometimes you just run out with this deck. So I'm gonna double block one of these stupid creatures. So yeah, sometimes you run hot, and then I guess sometimes you really don't run hot, and you run against the Savage Knuckleblade Woolly Thoktar deck, who's just gonna beat you up for playing stupid 2/1s for 2. Yeah, if they have a blow, I think we just lose on the spot. Is this Commander? It might be. Opponent accidentally registered their Commander deck. Oh no, they have Path. They have Path my Thalia, because I can't search with Arbiter. Wow, that would, really get me. I think we just concede on the spot, yeah. We're almost 100% dead. I suppose we could draw, like, just actual Path Exile. Yeah, if we play Tide Hollow, it just has to chump block. My opponent can literally attack for lethal next turn. Alright, yeah, we're dead. I probably should have actually Tide Hollowed for information, but we get the gist. I think we get the gist of what my opponent is trying to do to me. And it is beat me up with a bunch of big 3-drops. I'm not sure if I want Zealous. I imagine my opponent has a lot of Mana Dorks in their deck. Yes, their plan is whoop my ass. I imagine their plan is, like, Mana Dork into, like, Gigantic 3, so I can see Zealous Persecution being okay. Alright, so Thalia is probably just, like, straight horrible. Yes, the opponent with their Twitch channel is. I want to be on the winner's side. I'm glad my chat respects and admires me and my deck and my gameplay so much. Thank you all for supporting me here today. Man, Thanos here is really embarrassing against Savage Knuckleblade. Though my deck is pretty embarrassing against Savage Knuckleblade. Just jumping ship. Yeah, Strangler can't... I can't... That's why we lost. Opponent played a bunch of X4s. Strangler can't beat X4s. Everybody knows that. It neg-3s. I was never gonna win. We can't win matchups that Strangler can't kill things. Yeah, honestly, do kind of hate Thought-Knot in this matchup. Whatever this matchup might be. It just, like, can't even... It doesn't even trade with Knuckleblade. It just makes them pump it. It trades with Woolly Thoktar. I think I'm just down for this. It's okay, we'll get him next game. I like Gideon. Gideon might actually not actually be bad. It's like a little slow though. I don't like being maybe on the play it's okay. I think I like Zealous more than I like Gideon. Since the opponent has just a ton of I imagine a ton of Mana Dorks. Could have Bird Strangler. Could almost strangle a bird, but we didn't have the Tide Hollow fast enough. Also, yeah, my opponent is a bird, so I don't know how much they'd appreciate that. I would like to play first. Do I even keep this? This hand is, like, colossally slow if my opponent has another stupid Mana Dork start. I think we do keep this, though. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm, like, deathly wrong, but we're gonna keep. I'll just run out Aether Vial, run out another Aether Vial. Ask my opponent how much they know about bird law. How do you feel about strangling birds? Is there any laws against this? If we draw Eldrazi Temple, then this Thought-Knot's okay, because we can get it down turn 3 on the play. Ooh, opponent doesn't have a Mana Dork. That is much better for this hand. We'll pretend to leave a Path to Exile here. This is when the opponent just, like, Stony Silences me on turn 2. Because that's what always happens when I play against decks that have white mana and I have double Vial hands. They'll be like, oh, my opponent had Aether Vial in their deck, got a board in Stony Silence. And then you always get got by it, and it's just really triggering. What you got, opponent? Something I can Flicker Wisp, I hope. I can't imagine that my opponent has a lot of relevant Flicker Wisp targets in their deck. I'm hoping it's something here. I mean, I guess I also appreciate them not playing anything, so I guess I'm also down for them not casting a single spell. I might not even cast this Flicker Wisp. The opponent obviously just, like, has a Bolt or something that they want to cast here, and they just have a handful of 3-drops that they're eventually going to get to. Recently played at a league where 3 of the 5 opponents put a Damping Spear versus Thalia Stompy. God, that's just, like, my least favorite. It's, at least that doesn't punish you, like, because it's just horrible. I guess it can, like, if you're sitting out there on Thought, like, you're looking at your 3 Thought-Knot double Eldrazi Temple hand or something, but, like, it's so frustrating when opponents board incorrectly and then it just punishes the crap out of you. It's one of the most frustrating things to me as a Magic player. People getting rewarded for being wrong. Yeah, I think we're just not going to cast anything. Opponent probably has a removal spell. We have these Vials. We don't need to cast anything in their open mana. They'll just play a stupid 3-drop next turn. What you got, opponent? Man, it would have been really sweet if I had Arbiter there to punish. If they had Bolt, then I guess they didn't care about Arbiter. Which I imagine they have a Bolt in their hand. But now they're going to slam a dumb 3-drop. Play against a Bug Delver player on the draw, kept in daze, and ran 4 cards into 4 dazes. It's the worst. I like force-a-willed at a Delver once in like game 3. It's like, what is happening? My opponent like force-a-willed my whatever haymaker that I was like, alright, time to just smash Delver here. Force-a-will. That's definitely the first card you could against taxes, but okay, opponent, you got me. Opponent gonna play Savage Knuckleblade here. Woolly Thoktar. A mysterious other gigantic 3-drop in their deck. Talking their boarding options after the math. And didn't bring in Tread of Night or Lily Last Hope. Oh god. Opponent playing their massive 5/4. You got it. Alright, if we draw a land here, we can Thaw Knot them, which I would like to do. Guess I wasn't specific enough, deck. I guess I just cast Displacer here. If they're I was expecting Geist. I wouldn't have been surprised, honestly. I would have been happy to see a Geist, though. Because Geist is just so much more easily beatable than these gigantic creatures. Geist is just a 2/2. So I don't really care that much if they kill this Displacer. And if they try to go for it prematurely, we just Flicker Wisp it and punish them. So. But they have to be really bad if they just try to bolt this, like, or pat this right out of the get-go. With this Vial on 3, and the fact that I just cast this 3-drop with a Vial on 3, they have to imagine I have something else. Might just use this Flicker to Fog, though. Why not? I feel like Displacer is so good against... Yeah, I mean, it's not like I like don't care about it. I would love this Displacer to stay alive, but I also want to be mana efficient. So I'll run this out, and we just have, like, a bunch of cards to save it. I could also just not even Violent a Flicker Wisp here if they don't try to kill it. Opponent Lightning Bolting their own Woolly Thoktar. Aggressive line. I'll allow it. Opponent cussing in chat because they misclicked. I'll respect that one. But also, they're just running Bolt into the Flicker Wisp that I would have... This all checks out. Opponent then trying to Helix my Displacer? Or something? Yeah, now we punish him. Good thing they don't have a mysterious second removal spell in their hand. Good, super convenient thing that they don't have a Bolt or something here. Man, what an unfortunate circumstance that would have been. They can't even attack because they've bolted it, and I will just snap trade this off, opponent. Yeah, opponent gonna shame concede here in a second, I'm sure. We're gonna Thaw Knot him. Nice Path to Exile. Goblin Rabble Master, huh? The opponent has just a lot of stuff going on. I'm back from the opponent's chat. Yeah, this is not the winner's chat. This is the not lightning bolting my own creature chat. Opponent playing Goblin Rabble Master here? Yeah, sure. Resolves. Did they just, like, not even play this Birds out of shame last turn? They had the green mana up. Are they just, like, committing suicide? Because they don't have anything to cast. The last card is Temple Garden. They just want F6 equity. Chomp. Do I even want to Flicker Wisp anything? I mean, I guess it just... Like, I have this Blink up, too, so they just literally can't do anything. Might as well get the Accelerated Clock on the table. Goodbye, birds. I don't want to let them chump block with it. Oh, whoops, I did this on the main phase. Oh, well. Not a huge deal here. Opponent very dead regardless. Probably don't even want to play this, honestly. Don't want to give them the intel. Punch. What you got, opponent? Is it a concession? Yeah. And before Wrath. If they Wrath, we just kill them with Shambling Vent. Like, they, what, fumigate me? Even then, I just Flicker Wisp the... If I displace the Flicker Wisp, Flicker like the Thought Knot, they gain 4, go to 5, we still have lethal. God, dude, they're bolt your own creature. Oh, man. The ultimate BM. That would have... That was vastly superior to my line of concealing Meganti just in case. Man. Yeah, so opponent's deck is actually just super aggressive 3-drops and mana dorks, so I think I want Zealous Persecution. Also good against Goblin Rabble Master, cleans up all the goblins and stuff. I think Shalai actually might be pretty horrendous. It's just a 3/4, and my opponent's creatures just are gigantic, have 4 toughness. I think Shalai might be a touch awkward here. Wonder if they're accompanying. Yeah, I guess that would make sense if they had Collected Company in their deck. Just Collected Company and gas 3-drops. That would I wouldn't be surprised if I saw like Mantis Rider in my opponent's deck either. I guess that's an incentive to keep in Shalai, but opponent's on 4-color company aggro. What something? Although maybe they don't have company because they're on like bolts and helixes and paths. So like that's a lot of misses on the Coco. Maybe I just like this. So we just really just want to draw a pile of like Fatal Pushes and Paths, I suppose. Yeah, plus dorks are like really bad hits on the Cocos, so the deck is... I wouldn't be shocked if my opponent cast Collected Company at some point, but I also wouldn't be surprised if it's not in their deck. Rolls off the tongue. Exactly. It's, you know, just 4-color, Coco, punch your face in with gigantic creatures, you know, the regular deck. It's definitely a deck. It exists. This hand's so slow. I guess not really. We have, like, Path into Displacer or whatever. Turn 2 Displacer, not bad. I'll keep it. If they have a Dork, we probably lead with Concealed Courtyard to leave a Path. If they don't have a Dork, we just play Shambling Vent. They don't have a Dork. Play our Shambling Vent out. We have a Path for their first threat. Foresee no Vassal. 4C, bolt my own guys. I guess that maybe that's why they only go on 4. They only have 4 toughness creatures in their deck. So if they bolt their own creatures, it's not like a horrendous punt. I'm down to Tide Hollow my opponent here. I don't really want to displace when they could easily just have bolt. But I'm down to just take a peek here. You need to buy this deck. Should I ask the opponent for the list? Yes, the opponent boarded in Naturalize against. Opponent boarded in 2 Naturalizes against the, I guess I do have this Tide Hollow Scholar, making these Naturalizes a little less embarrassing. But Opponent board and naturalize against the Aether Vial Tidehollow Scholar deck. Seems like some pretty solid reasoning there. Guess we just take this Helix? Yeah, I don't really care. If they play Rabblemaster, we can just block the token. If they naturalize my guy, that's their whole turn. I imagine they're just going to naturalize my creature. Then we have to run something into this Lightning Helix. Probably like Flicker Wisp, Flicker my own land to leave a path. Then they're inclined to to Lightning Helix my Flicker Wisp, and then I can have just this Displacer safe. Wait, is that a different art than there? Can I see other arts? Can I move these cards around? No. I imagine they cast this Naturalize right here. So opponent played Sacred Foundry and a Naturalize. So we're just going to play Flicker Wisp, Flicker the Concealed Courtyard. We're on mono Flicker Wisps here. So if they Helix my thing, then we're good. If they try to get a Goblin Rabblemaster, then we're really good. Yeah, it's what, like Naya Splash Blue, I think is their opponent's game plan. Plays the land. Helix leave up their Naturalize to get me. I imagine this has to be Lightning Helix, right? Feels really greedy for them to play Rabblemaster here. Yeah. Helix. They have a bird. Deal. I'm not going to path that. There are enough rhyming names in Magic Days. That's true. So I think Shambling Vent plus Displacer plus Leave Up Path again. And then next turn we can have like Flicker Wisp plus Activation. Two of the three cards currently in hand are completely worthless. Because it's a Goblin Rabblemaster and a Naturalize. I might not even path the Rabblemaster if they play it this turn. I would be sorely tempted not to. Just save the path for a gigantic thing. But I probably would path it. It's just mana efficient. And prevents them from like removing this and getting in there. Ooh. Deal. Yeah, we're gonna path it. I don't want to deal with this. Opponent has one relevant card in their hand, or one possibly relevant card. Ooh, do they have an answer for this Displacer? They're just fetching for F6 value. It's not even worth it to Strangler this thing, right? Because next turn, if they play like a Thoktar or something, then I could double Strangler it. Or, actually, no, they don't have enough cards in exile. I guess I could, like, Stone Rain them. I could Flicker Wisp into Strangler. Eat the bird. Kill their blue land. And then... I don't know. I guess that... I mean, killing their land and their bird are both pretty irrelevant, but it does just get a bunch of stuff into play. Let's attack. Yeah, I'll eat your steam vents. All right, I think we're in a good position here. Opponent has a naturalize in their hand. Don't strangle the bird. I think we're winning regardless of what we do here. Punch. What are you gonna do? Settle the wreckage me? Doesn't even matter. I could save 2 of my creatures from a settle by just blinking them with Displacer plus Wisp. Yeah, opponent very, very dead. You can make an argument that I shouldn't strangle the bird, but you could also make an argument that my opponent is colossally, colossally dead. What do I call this in my spreadsheet? Like, 4-color Cocoa aggro pile? It performed the best against us of the 4 matches we played today, so obviously it's the superior deck. We give you plenty of viable names. I don't know how viable most of those were. Also, most of them probably didn't fit inside the tiny spreadsheet box. 4-color Cocoa aggro pile didn't even fit. The word pile didn't, but I'm sure when I look back on this spreadsheet, I'll remember. I'll remember that disaster of a match when my opponent bolted their own Woolly Thoktar. Should you be concerned if that's what they're calling it, the Woolly Thoktar? Like, should invest in a razor. All right, we're playing for all the marbles now. We're playing for the trophy. It can't be taped. I wonder if this is like some nonsense list that like Hoogland would play. Let me see if he's streamed it recently. This feels like the list that we just played against feels like it was some silly Hoogland list. I don't see it. Plenty of other bad decks going on. All right, let's go. Final round. Fight. Our opponent's name is D-Slap. This hand is a bit clunky. I think we're gonna ship it. Opponent also mulliganed, so I'm more happy mulliganing. I just realized the MTG bot hasn't posted a single one of these league. Opponent mulliganed to 5. Do I keep this when my opponent mulls to 5? I guess I'm on the draw, so this Arbiter can be super punishing. Just played enemies on Affinity. Well, I don't think I want to keep this hand, then. And we'll keep this. This is probably pretty good. Affinity being our final bosses. I never hated the Affinity matchup. But, I mean, obviously, they can definitely punch you in the face sometimes. I just think I want more relevant cards here. Thalia is just a card that I'm going to board out in game 2. Unless I'm getting played. Nope, not getting played. Opponent is on. Oh, well, now I kind of wish I kept the Thalia. When my opponent goes Ornithopter, no land, pass. Oh, man. Opponent has 2 Ornithopters. They're going to attack. Please attack. Come on, send a message, opponent. Opponent no fun over here. It's going to be a bummer if we lose this. Because we just have, like, nothing going on either. The opponent needs to find lands. We need to find spells. Okay, I guess I'm going to cast a Flicker Wisp. Main deck Hangerback Walker? Well, that's good for me. This hand is very good against Hangerback Walker. Flicker this Eldrazi Temple for no value. We'll just beat them down if they just never find a land. But unfortunately, once they find a land, they have drawn out of their mulligan. At this rate. I mean, they've drawn enough cards. If they're not casting spells, they have a lot of scary cards in hand, I imagine. Well, I guess we'll find out now. Probably want to Tide Hollow plus Flicker Wisp it, honestly. Just to take 2 cards. So this card goes away forever, whatever card I take here. So if they draw a land, they just get to go like Springleaf Drum, Signal Pest, or Springleaf Drum. I could take both the Springleaf Drums. This feels a little greedy. Maybe it's not. Spider Space, reasonable suggestion. I mean, I do have, like, answers to what they're doing, but I'm a little scared of this Galvanic Blast, I guess. I mean, I just have a pile of creatures to play. Maybe I'm just not scared of it at all. Yeah, upon further reflection, the Springleaf Drum is probably actually just the correct choice. It just makes them need to find more lands. Yeah. They need to find exactly whatever... I can't remember the name anymore. The Pain Land that they play in this deck for artifacts. And then even then they just Gal Blast this, and then next turn they play the drum, and then the turn after that they play a 2, and then we path it. Can't animate the Shambling Events. A little bit of a bummer. Yeah, Mox or Spire of Industry, that's the name. Or we're gonna not F6 just to bluff something on this Vial. Opponent just not hitting land drops again? Sure. Opponent not conceding. Even though they are just very dead at this rate. Ooh. Time to get in there. Now we get to actually attack for lethal, so they have to lose an Ornithopter. Yeah. Or just commit suicide. Fair. Fair on the opponent. I imagine I would have kept a hand that was like Ornithopter double drum on a mold of 5 as affinity, so that's fair. I can respect that. So now we get to board into a gigantic pile of cards that are good against affinity, so that's nice. These Settles, this Relic Warder, these Stonies, and then we just cut like all these Arbiters and Thalias. And then I guess something else. A Displacer, maybe? Probably Thought Knot, actually. Thought Knot's just too slow. Displacer is one of the ways that you can win, especially with something like Strangler or Flicker Wisp to like block, blink the Flicker Wisp, block, flicker another thing. yeah, let's just run it like this. I could put out Vials, I suppose, but I think on the games where you don't draw a Stony Silence, you do kind of need Vial to keep up with what your opponent's doing. Opponent kept 7, which is terrifying. We have a hate card and another really good hate card and a bunch of uncastables. We need to hit multiple land drops to get there. We're on draw. We'll keep. Opponent doesn't have a guy on the drum, so that's good for me. Oh, alright. Immediately rewarded. Drew Stony Silence. They have... Yeah, it was a pretty close hand, but having Persecution and Settle is just so good. Alright, yeah, opponent. If the opponent doesn't have Wear Tear in their hand, they're just in for a very bad day. Do you have Wear Tear, opponent? Because now you have one card that does anything in play. Okay. That's not a... Wait, you can't attack with that. Animating for funsies? Hitting me for 1? Sure. You got Moxie. You got Moxie, opponent. I mean, just block this Arcbred Ravager. If they make that Ink Moth a 2/2 after I kill it, we just have this Ghost Quarter. Oh, they can make their Ravager a 2/2 if they attack. We could also just blink it. We're doing pretty well here. I could just Zealous them? Does this ability target? Nothing. I don't have the reminder text on modular. I think it has to target, right? Yeah, because Spellsky can take it. So if I cast Persecution, I can actually just kill these forever, but I don't even... Do I even care about killing them when I can just kill more things later? I can just attack, and then if they animate Inkmoth and attack me, then I get to genuinely 3-for-1 them. Yeah, let's just do that, I guess. Nope, they're not animating this Inkmoth. Oh, well, they're playing another card that dies to the Zealous Persecution. That's pretty cool. Yeah, this is probably good enough for Zealous. Not bad. I guess we just cast this Strangler here to quicken the clock? I don't think we're dying anytime soon unless they find... 3-for-1 when you have a deck... Yeah, 3-for-1 after my 1, 2, 3, 4-for-1 Stony Silence. So we've, like, 7-for-2 to our opponent here. I think I'm just going to cast this 3-2 just to kill them faster. If we ever need to activate it, we have Path and we can flicker it and stuff. Yeah, opponent's just fucking dead. Oh, did they find Aether Grid? They could kill Strangler. If they let me untap those, then they can't. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, they only have the 4 artifacts in play, 5 if you count the Ink Moth. So I think I will just save this Strangler. My other option, I can't even like cast anything relevant anyway besides this Forge Tender. So yeah, we'll just... What up, Yaz? We're just slamming this Affinity player. Although they did draw Aether Grid, which is like the only card that can kind of put them back in this game, but still not. What'd they play? Another Nexus? Ooh, Whip Flare. Whip Flare plus Ping. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we just need to draw a land. Even if not, burn 10 Force Generators and unkillable 8-turn clock. Alright, we're doing this the hard way, I guess. Burrington Forge Tender. Might as well play this Vial, I guess. I don't want to deal with these triggers, but somewhere down the line it might actually be relevant. If we can just get this Shalai in play, we should be able to kill much faster. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 artifacts now. They can almost ping down the Shalai. They don't have enough mana to animate all their guys, though. I also can't attack reasonably. You just need to draw a land, please. I always ask for a land, and then I always draw a tap land. every time. Just when it pings me for, like, 3 here. Goes me to 14. But the next turn we have Shalai with Forge Tender backup, so we should be fine. Yeah, I never learn. I never specify. It's always like, we need a land here, and it's always Shambling Vent. Ping my face, yeah, ping my face, whatever. We slam Shalai next turn, and then the game should probably be over. Animating to next side, to ping me again, sure. You got me. I wonder if they're supposed to attack me at some point. Are they thinking about it? Yeah. Attacking me with Ink Moth, that's fine. They want to split their damage. So they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, they definitely can't kill Shalai. And we have the Ghost Quarter up still. This Shalai is pretty good against Gear per Aether Grid, I would say. Opponent didn't even ping. 1, 2, yeah, they can't. They probably should have pinged my face twice, right? And we'll kill him with the Shalai. Opponent just floated mana and then passed the turn. Yep. This isn't going to work out the way they want it to. Not with this Ghost Quarter in play, it shouldn't. Right? So they animated Ink Moth here, and then in response to the other Ink Moth animation, I just Ghost Quarter it. And even if I didn't, I still have this. Yeah, this should be fine. Kill the Ink Moth, they can go with their mountain, whatever. They can't ping Shalai the 4th time. Even drew Flicker Wisp, which I could then like flicker this Ink Moth out, attack them for 4 here, right? Put them to 4. And then I still have Ghost Quarter up, and they have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 artifacts. So again, it still doesn't work. I should probably Ghost Quarter their land anyway. Just to put them down on 8 artifacts. Even though it doesn't matter because I have this Burnt and Forge Tender in play. But just Ghost Quarter their land and hold up path. I guess that's also a fair point. I think they're just dead regardless. Just gonna shoot this. By flickering. I can like flicker my land to leave a path or something. I kinda wanna just punch them for the extra damage here. I don't think my decisions matter too much anymore. Once we manage to stabilize with the Shalai, their Gear for Aether just doesn't mean anything. They can spend their whole board trying to kill the Shalai, and then we just protect it with Forge Tender. 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, they have exactly 8 artifacts, so they still can't kill Shalai because Forge Tender can prevent the last damage, and then they're just dead on board. Do another path, so I think they're just actually dead here. Because we can attack them in the air, right? They only have 2 flying blockers. Should have the 5-0 here. What are they pinging? They're pinging their own Ornithopter? What? Do they misclick or just like don't care at this point? I don't know. They could have pinged the Shalai, but it wouldn't have mattered. I have Forge Tender. They're just literally dead. We'll attack. They'll animate the Ink Moth. We'll path that, and the game's over. Opponent telling me how they punted, but they're dead. Anyway? Yeah, by like not pinging the Shalai, they are just stone dead. They did. Yeah, definitely like misclicked. It's a little awkward trying to activate stuff like your Aether Grid often. Where you have to like click on your own stuff and then click on your opponent's stuff that you want to hit. Opponent animates Ink Moth. Opponent, or just concedes. Yes, we did it! The sick 5-0 with Eldrazi taxes. We got him. Even the Savage beatdowns from green, dark, just guy minus the black, large, big. Yeah, alright, that is probably the worst of the names you guys have suggested for that deck. Green, dark Jeskai, minus black, large, big guys. I usually like to post my 5-0s to Twitter, but I'm not sure, because I always put the names by how we did. I don't want to go to trade. I want to go back to the play lobby. Man, we almost had the 5-0 10-0. We dropped a game to the dang the gigantic dude's beatdown deck. It's as good and coherent as the deck. That's fair. I'll give you that much. We dropped the game to the stupid beatdown deck. We could have had the 10-0 dream. But we 5-0'd, and that's awesome. Maybe we'll get our deck list published this week. Teamer Stompy. Let's see. Dropping it to the big dude. God. Dropped a game to the unnameable. Indeed. The true enigma of Modern. Dude, Savage Knuckleblade, Woolly Thoktar. How are you supposed to beat those with Thalia, Guardian of Thraben, and Leonin Arbiter? Unbeatable, man. We had a bunch of really bad cards against X4s. Rug largies. Rug big guys. I thought E&T was... This is the second... Didn't we, like... We 5-0'd last Thursday, didn't we? Because I 5-0'd going into a Friday, because I remember Fridays are when they post the... Or one of the days they post the deck lists. But I think we 5-0'd with Mono White. No, we had to put 5-0'd with Eldrazi Taxes. Did we play Eldrazi Taxes last Thursday? That doesn't seem right. Did I 5-0 on Wednesday, I guess? I just remember... Big rugs. Rugged boys. That's a good one. But it does still have white in the deck. I need to screenshot some stuff for my inevitable Twitter post. Take that. Big white rugs. These are either the worst or the best names that I've heard for these. Yeah, 5-0, congrats. Yeah, thanks, Chylith. Yeah, we literally just wrapped it up. So it's only like 10:40. We'll play like, let's go play like a one-man with Thalia Stompy, especially because Spider Space is hanging out. And Spider Space hasn't actually seen me fuck up horribly with his deck yet. So let's go, like, just find a queue. Now time to stream a Legacy 5-0. Yeah, maybe not. That'll take significantly longer. Tomorrow we'll try. Thalia Stompy, let's go. Let's go, opponent. Fight me. 24 hours? Yeah, that's exactly what I said. 100%. You can definitely quote me on that. Alright, perfect hand. Easy every time. I just pop in. Make you experience the mirror. Oh, God. Imagine the mirror is not very... Man, these hands suck. This hand would be pretty good on the draw, ironically enough. I would actually have white mana. But suddenly this hand becomes unplayable. Need to cast Smuggler's Copter on turn 2. Yeah, we're gonna ship this one as well. Alright. I just can't play this deck, Spider Space. This deck is not for me. I can't do it. Oh, yes. This is Modern Thalia Stompy. Hang on, let me show you the list. Very briefly, because I do need to get back to this game. But this is Spider Space's brainchild of playing Gemstone Caverns and Spirit Guides, accompanying Arbiters and Thalias. Would have kept the 6 there. I considered keeping the 6, but like I feel like we're just dead now. I think we can't really go lower than 5, though. You know, we'll just keep this. Scry. Nope. We had to dismember my opponent's play. Just to see what the matchup is. Tron, huh? Alright. Well, if we draw a white source, then we might actually not be dead here against Tron. White source? Oh, yeah, these are legendary. Oh, well. We are super dead. I always forget that this card's legendary. I just haven't played with enough Gemstone Caverns. Scoop Town, yeah. I wanted to see... Kind of want to see if they're on, like... The mono green, I guess, is the flavor of the week now. No one plays green-black anymore. Are they gonna stirrings into... Oh man, we drew the white source too! There's like no way we can win here. Opponent just cycling through the whole deck. Play mine, kill me. Yeah, we're dead here. We could like try. I definitely don't. And we'll keep playing. This is a fucking 2-man. We'll just. You wouldn't show them the white. It's definitely like reasonable. We could pretend we're on like Blood Moon, whatever. This Dismember is super good right here. Yeah. All right, we'll go game 2 easy. We'll just win games 2 and 3. Alright, so Tron sideboard looks like... Is that it? Is that my whole Tron sideboard? Oh no, these Stonies. Duh. Something like this? Probably just cut, like, all these Dismembers. And a Cavern on the play. Something like that. Or maybe, like, 2 Caverns, leaving a Dismember. Although, because I have seen a lot of the Tron lists board into, like, Thought-Seers and Thragtusks and stuff. So it wouldn't hurt. I got the Thopters. I guess that makes sense with Stony coming in. You could see something like this and leave a Dismember. Yeah, because Thought-Knots. Yeah, Thought-Knots and Thragtusks and stuff, so it's not the worst. I could see something like this. Cutting Thopters in a lot of Stony Silence matchups. Makes sense. Could just like leave in the Gemstone board another Dismember out, but because you're kind of using your Ghost Quarters aggressively, but yeah, we'll just run like this. We'll board in the other on the draw. We'll board in the other Gemstone and board out another Dismember or something. All right, we got turn 1 Stony Silence, and a Ghost Quarter, and that's literally it. Do I even want to play Stony Silence on turn 1? Is there any merit to it? Like, we're gonna keep this hand and then probably lose because I have the worst luck with this deck, but there's no merit to running this out on 1, right? My opponent's not going to play a 0-drop. Like a 0-drop. Opponent's not going to play Mishra's Bothell here. Just save these Simian Spirit Guides for later when we draw the Cavern and we cast them. There's a ton of merit. I guess like the merit is drawing another 2 here, but like we have Spirit Guides. We can just getcha. I mean, if we do manage to draw 2 drops, we can just use both Spirit Guides then. So we're down a Spirit Guide if we draw 2. If we don't draw 2, we're up a Spirit Guide. I'd say it's probably worth it in the long term. Nice Ballista opponent. Stupid opponent playing into the only thing this hand does. Exactly. How could they be so foolish? I think I want to Simian Spirit Guide out a Thought-Knot here. So I can still Ghost Quarter them if I need to. They might have the 3rd Tron piece in hand, which I definitely don't want to get hit by. And since these spirit guides are literally doing nothing else, might as well. Let's take a look-see. Urza's fat. What the heck? Opponent playing Urza's Factory in there. They're going deep on the Urza's plan. The original purpose of the Urza, of the 3 Urza lands, was to create 2/2 assembly workers, not play Worm Coils. We're going to take the Sylvan Scrying, though. Wait, they don't have any green. Maybe we don't. I'm kind of scared of Worm Coil. I know we can also just break up Tron, and they don't have green. We just have a lot of stuff going on here. Or not. Yeah, I'm not going to Gross Core them. Yeah, we're going to take Worm Coil. I was briefly going to take Sylvan, but then I realized that would be crazy. Because they don't have any green mana. If they do find green mana, then we can Ghost Core them off of Tron. And then they have to find another piece. No, yeah, because I have Stony. They can't map for Tron. Yeah, okay, opponent's just dead. We got him. We got him good. Alright, we'll just draw that hand again. And then on the draw we'll still be fine, because then we can just Simian Spirit Guide out the Stony Silence. But yeah, on the draw we board in the other Caverns, and we board out a Dismember. And then, yeah, this looks fine. Well, let's just give him the business again. This deck loses and wins fast. So yeah, this deck is definitely plays at a much faster pace than traditional taxes. All right, we have turn 1 Stony Silence or Arbiter. Mission accomplished. Snapkeep. Gonna give Tron the business here. Probably get first in line at the convention center. Yeah, it depends on what they did. If they played like an expedition map or something, then I would play the Stony or the Arbiter. Yeah, turn 1 Thalia on the play. But them being on the play means that we... Now we're going to turn 1 Thalia, though, because they didn't cast anything? I guess they could have Ballista that kind of punishes this, but... Or just like Natural Tron that punishes this. Would be a bummer if we just get like Natural Tron here. Can't beat it, so... If you got it, you got it, opponent. They do have it. Oh, well, we can Stony that. Golden... I don't know, Aishinine. I don't pay attention to basketball. Alright, so, once they play Wormcoil, we'll lose, but until then... Still giving him the business here. Or like Ugin, we die. They can't cast Ugin. Oh man, do they have nothing? They have nothing? We still have a tremendously slow clock here. Chalice on 1 turns off... Wait, no, Chalice on 1 is really bad now, right? Please kill the Thalia, please kill the Thalia. Ooh. Play the second Stony, yeah. I guess it didn't matter. Like if we put the Stony on the stack, they could still wipe the board. Yeah, Nature's Claim's a little gross. So now they wrath me, but then I get to Stony into Thalia. So we're like not dead. But we're pretty dead. If they just have, like, anything... We just need to find a Ghost Quarter, and we're in this game. But if we don't, then we're probably very much not in this game. Draggy? Good ol' Swag Tusk? Nope. Deal. You can't crack that, opponent. Now Thragtusk. Alright, cool. So we're probably dead. Very likely dead here. Let's crack this. Nice. The perfect draw. I guess I chalice on 1 to beat, like, Ancient Stirrings. But we're kind of not... Well, are they gonna, like, Ugin me? Oh, they're just gonna card me. Yeah, chalice on 1 turns off Nature's Claim. That's fair. Oh man, I have 6. Now they get a Spirit Guide. I could have exiled it in response to the plus. What a misplay. Shucks. Yeah, we're super dead. Get out of here, Ulamog. I think it's like minus this Karn on this Stony if they really want. Yeah. We could have beat anything except for Natural Tron with our like Stony plus Arbiter. And then we get Natty Tron. Scrying. For Urza's Factory, sure. We can't even cast our cast out because of the Thalia. If we draw the 1 of cast out. Yeah, we're super dead. My opponent can't pump this game away like my last Mono Green Tron opponent did, where they just... Real talk, that's how most of the games I've lost. Yeah, like, we had such an insane hand, and then you just sometimes get horribly bodied by Tron because they just have the Stone Cold nuts. Alright, well, this is gonna be that'll be my extra game for the night. Opponent taking very long to... Alright, yeah. Enough, opponent! I'm already dead. They got me. At least I can get rid of that stupid... I think I had like an extra 5 Planeswalker points for a while. Oh no, now I do again! I guess I got rid of it at some point. But now it's back. I can never get rid of it unless I play another Q at some point. But anyway, that was fun. We definitely had good hands. No, we just 5-0'd. We just played an extra match because we 5-0'd so quickly.
Oh, that's nice. I was about to make a burn on Cleveland, but that doesn't work now.
Yeah, we got destroyed here after we 5-0'd. But we won all the important games. That was just a random extra. I should probably record that data though. It's probably important. Getting bodied by Mono Green Tron. 6, 3-3 in games now. Can you get the shark out of the stream? Thank you. J Shark. But yeah, that's something that you could pretty much only supplement with something like Damping Sphere, which if you are getting got by Tron a bunch, then I guess you could play Damping Sphere, but if you're just getting got by the nut draws. Got a follow from Notorious Killa. I like the number pun in the name. I appreciate the follow. Thanks. We're about to wrap up the stream here now. So this is not the deck we were playing that we just 5-0'd with, but this is the deck that we messed around with. Spire Space's Brainchild, Thalia Stompy, which we'll probably be playing tomorrow. But this is our 5-0 list with these stupid cards hiding over on the side. So this is our 5-0 list that we... Thanks for the stream, Shark Cloud.
Is that your name now?
Maybe it'll stick. You are becoming a more known quantity of the shark. People screaming shark attack when you wave the shark around at the end, towards the end of the stream. But anyhow, that's going to wrap up the stream for tonight. Can't confirm that is now his name. All right. Your damage has been done. So if you enjoyed the content tonight, demanding a shark emote. All right, yeah, we'll put that on the list of one.
I draw the emotes.
Yeah, when we hit Twitch partner, there's a strangler emote that we need and a shark emote that we need.
Wait, what emote now?
A strangler, wasteland strangler. It's a magic card. It's this one right here. If you want to see it.
Okay.
It's right there.
I'm a busy person.
That's like years. Like we're not gonna make partner anytime soon. You need like 75 average viewers or something. We have like 10 right now. Anyhow, I need to stop getting interrupted during my end of stream spiels. I always get interrupted. So if you like the content, you enjoyed Death and Taxes, you want to see more of what we have going on here, you can hit the follow button. It costs you totally nothing, helps you know when I'm going live, and helps other people find me as well. Other things you can do, subscribe or donate. Subscriptions get you the sweet Thalia emote that's pictured sitting in the sideboard. And donations, I'm more than willing to play any Taxes variant that you may want to see, any dumb card you might want to put in the deck. Looking at Hero of Blade Hold all the time. You're there somewhere. So yeah, that's that. Well, you want to show off the Tiny Shark too? You can show off the Tiny Shark. I need to find someone to host.
Okay, find someone to host.
That's what I'm gonna do. I tried using it. So I'll catch you guys all. What the heck? This is not what I'm used to. Oh, it's just like weirder names. Thanks for streaming, Sharkload. Oh god, this is on you.
This is my house.
We're gonna go host someone now. Legacy? Anyone on Legacy? Thanks everybody for tuning in. We 5-0 today, so that's cool. We'll see if my list gets published. I think the modern lists go up on Friday, and also like Monday or Tuesday or something. They go up twice a week, if I recall correctly. No one's playing Legacy, so we'll host. We'll host someone else. Oh, I know. Hang on. Legacy Goblins. We got Turn 1 Lackey streaming. All right, we'll host Turn 1 Lackey. Turn 1 Lackey, an active member of the Legacy community, and obviously by his name, a lover of Goblins decks. So that's going to be it for the stream tonight. Thanks everybody for joining us, and tomorrow we'll be back early stream about 2 o'clock Central Standard Time. We'll be streaming longer stream. Probably Modern, Thalia, Stompy, and Legacy Death and Taxes in some order. We'll figure it out. Anyway, that's it for the stream today. See you guys all tomorrow.